Alright, everybody, welcome back to Wrestling Rants and Reviews. It's Big Mike here, and it's question and answers time. That's right, I ended up getting a few, um, maybe five. I'm going to count it as five. Man, it came from three people, so come on, people. Get your questions in. It doesn't take hard. You can ask me anything. What's my favorite color? What's my favorite feature in a girl? Ask me anything about wrestling, sports, entertainment, anything. So come on, folks. I know there's more than three people out there that can be more creative when it comes to asking questions. But anyways, my first question comes from Chronics from the Most Extreme Wrestling Show. And he asked me, who's my favorite referee? And you know, being Canadian, I'm probably going to get some heat for this. But Earl Hebner truly is one of my favorite referees. Um, he's been through it all, whether it's been controversial. You know, he's been through a lot of controversial moments, whether they're real or not. Because he did the whole twin magic thing with his brother Dave, with Ted DiBiase. He obviously did the Montreal screw job. You know, he's taken some major bumps. He's been in the business for I don't know how many years, 30 plus years at least. He's got a son who's mentored and brought up in the business. He's now in TNA, which is pretty cool. And it's cool to see him at live events, especially in Canada, because he always gets the, I screwed Brett, or you screwed Brett. And he just plays it off good. Like, he's playing the character. He's, like, always going through the ropes, trying to get to the fans, and he gives them the DX chop, and, you know, he plays it up very good. And he's now got a shirt that says, damn right I did, you know, that he screwed Brett. And like I said, he just plays the character well. He's obviously one of the best referees. He stayed through it, through and through. He's pretty cool as well. I met him on two different occasions. Once at Fan Fest in '08. And I basically said the same thing to him as I did in '08 as I did on Thursday when I met him at my TNA live event. I said, you know what? Don't pay no attention to them. We all know Brett screwed Brett, and he just, you know, he loves it to hear Canadians say that. He's very humble, and I don't know. I just think Earl, you know. But outside of Earl, I would have to agree with you, Chronics, that Mike Chioda, he's definitely been around. He has paid his dues. He's done a tremendous job in the WWE ring for many, many years. And, yeah. And if you guys look down, I might leave an annotation or a link in the description box. I don't know. But I have a video from many, I don't know, videos back. I do a video for the referee, the unsung hero. So you might want to check that out. Moving on, next question. Our questions. From Fort Minor. The first question he asked me, how would I book Daniel Bryan to get the fans more noticed with him? How would I book? I would continue booking him the way he is right now with Cody Rhodes. And just let him build. You have to let him build to be noticed. You can't just ram him down someone's throat or no one will like him. Especially fans that don't know him from the past from Ring of Honor. So you got to keep building him up. Let him fight Cody Rhodes. Let him fight Ted DiBiase. Let him fight the next person up. Let him fight Sheamus. Let him, you know, even though he's fought him, but now that he's on SmackDown, work that ladder until maybe he gets an Intercontinental shot. You know, work him up so he gets into a good feud with Wade Barrett. And I think that would work. You know, someone that's really over in Daniel Bryan, someone that's, he's over, but, you know, in a heel way in Wade Barrett. And I think they could have some great matches. And, yeah, just build him up slowly so the fans get to, you know, see him grow and see his true talents. I think a lot of his talent has already been shown, but there's a lot more that he can show. And, yeah, to keep him noticed, just build him up slowly. Like I said, you cram him down someone's throat like they had John Cena or whoever, they'll think, especially the fans that don't really know him from his ROH days, they'll just be like, I can't stand this guy. He's boring and blah, 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 you know. He's just on the rise too fast. So I hope that answers your first question there, Fort Minor Project. And second, how would you help rebuild the women's division to make the Divas more serious? Well, to make it more serious, I would use some more of the more serious divas. You know, we had Karma become a monster before she was pregnant, and they dropped the ball on that because if you've seen me in the past on videos, I've said that she should have not came out on TV and said, "Oh, my dream is to be a mother." They should have done it character-wise, storyline-wise. You know, be a satellite from a loony bin. And I know I've said this over and over and over. There's a lot of friends I talk to on Skype, but you know, for the people that haven't heard this, you know, mark her from the loony bin. You know, have her be like, "Oh, I had a nervous breakdown on Raw. Now I've been incarcerated to the loony bin." You know, blah 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 blah. I don't know how long I'm going to be here. Then at the end, she can do her maniacal laugh. But in the meantime, you can have Beth Phoenix take over the whole monster spot. You know, you got time for her to run rampant through all the Barbie doll girls as well. You know, she can get mad from being held down, or even Gail Kim. You know, she can really wrestle, and people wouldn't expect to see it. She can have a little psychotic twist. You know, where's my chance? I've been here forever. Blah 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 blah. You know, just lose it. Give more of the girls more of an edge. You know, even Natalia, you can do that with. You know, but give the girls the opportunity that can actually wrestle. Give them the opportunity to get out there and have like 10-minute matches instead of 4. You know, or quit having them interrupted. Like at least have them 8-minute matches. You know, where they can showcase their talent and showcase some character. Right now, they're not showing any character, in my opinion. They're just going out there and loving each other up, you know, and fighting for the sake of fighting. They need to rebuild feuds, and yeah, you know, just rebuild feuds, rebuild characters, and give them more time, you know. Let the actual women wrestlers that can wrestle a chance to wrestle. Don't leave it to the Bellas and Kelly Kelly. Mind you, Kelly Kelly's getting better. You know, but I think the feuds right now should be like Beth and Natalia and Melina. You know, maybe Gail. I'm not a huge fan of Gail. I think she's overrated, but yeah, hopefully that answers your question again. Now, moving on to Tourette's Detectives, a long-time subber and pretty cool dude. Question for me, in my opinion, which family, whether it be Hart, Orton, DiBiase, etc., has consistently produced the best wrestlers during the last 2 to 3 generations? Well, not to be biased, but I'm going to have to go with the Harts. You know, no matter how you're involved in the Hart family, you're groomed almost basically from the day you're born. And for the fact that there's so many of them, you know, I guess you're going to go from DH right now and Natalia being obviously the youngest. And then there's Teddy Hart. You know, they're the youngest, and then you look at the people before them like Owen and Davey Boy. Well, Davey Boy wasn't really a Hart, but you know, you gotta include him in that faction because of the time he spent there. Brett, and then the rest of the boys. You know, all the way from Stu down to Teddy. Every generation there seems to be some breakthrough Hart that just you know, shows through, you know, and now I think it might even be Natalia, because Teddy was a little before Natalia, I think, and even though they're about the same age, a little younger, but the Harts have always been consistent and productive in producing, you know, family talent. Don't get me wrong, the others haven't, but you know, those are the Ortons. There's Bob Orton Sr., Bob Orton Jr., and Randy Orton. That's not a very big lineage. Then you got DiBiase's. You know, the DiBiase's are out there because you got Brent, you got Mike, you got Ted Jr., you got Ted Sr., and then you got Ted's dad and mom. So there's a lot there as well. But I don't know. I'm going to go with Hart. Just because, you know, just because. And now another question, I guess, just to make it so we have 5. No, how many would this be? 2 for 4. Yeah, there's 3, 4. This will be 5. Another one from Tourette's Detective. You asked me how I'm doing. I'm doing fine, thank you. No, that's not it. You're asking if I'm still working as a manager in indie wrestling. And yes, I am. I don't know if this was a true question, but I'll answer just because I said I'd like to answer 5 at a time. And yes, I am. You said you'd like to see more of that. More of my videos of me doing the Andy manager gimmick. Hopefully, in the near future, I'll have more footage. I don't have enough right now. I want to make a complete channel, and I don't want to be just started with one video at a time. So once I get some more footage up, hopefully future, in the next little while, next week or two, have the beginnings of my channel, and I'll definitely let my fans know about that if they care to check it out or not. I just did a show yesterday, and it was a great show. I had some cool people in the locker room. That's one of the bonuses about being an independent wrestler that people get to share a locker room with, the camaraderie you have with certain people. Like yesterday we had Davey Richards from ROH, Matt Cross from Tough Enough fame, Bushwhacker Luke, Michael Elgin from ROH as well, who's a mainstay around here, etc. But yeah, I'm still doing the indie wrestling thing, just a Tourette's detective, and it's going well. Thank you for asking. So between Most Extreme Wrestling, Fort Minor Project, and Tourette's Detectives, I do say thank you for giving me those questions. Hopefully I answer them to the fullest. The rest of you, please send me more questions. Put them in my inbox. You can ask me anything about everything, and I'd be more than glad to, open up and answer them for you. So, in the meantime, I'm Big Mike, and I'll see you on the flip side.